James Thomas, Morning Blend. Oh man, you want to go back some years? We go back to some years. I got Edward here with me, Edward T Thornton. He's doing a documentary called Bring That Mono Back, but he's talking about the dance, not the club. But Edward, I'm a veteran of the club, man.
So here's the thing: we talk about the club a lot. Like basically, it's the whole first part of the documentary is about the club. So we talk about the club, we talk about the dance, and how it's spread worldwide across the world, and how it's still popular right now. So we pretty much covered everything. We even interviewed the owner of the club. Like we found him, we tracked him down, and we interviewed him.
Now we talking about Terrence?
Big T, yep.
Big Terrence.
Yep. He on there. He was reluctant to do it at first, but we got him, man. He's actually like a great guy. He's really cool, you know.
He is. Terrence is very cool. We won't get into it. Terrence and I, he saw me on the street one time and said, "James, where you been? I ain't seen you at the club in a while."
Okay.
He said, "Get your bud back in the club, man."
Okay. I'll tell him I saw you because like he just a real cool guy, you know.
Oh yeah, tell him this is gonna be on the air. Today I've got Edward T Thornton, a documentary that's gonna be at the St. Louis Cinema.
St. Louis Filmmaker Showcase is July 21st to the 30th. At the High Point Cafe, at the High Point Theater in the main lot. Everybody get the tickets, come out. Let's support.
That's right. Sunday, July 23rd at 4 p.m. at the High Point during the showcase. Edward, first of all, let's start talking about how did you even think about doing this documentary?
So let me throw this out there. When I first kind of like came to St. Louis, that's when the Monastery was like just popping and going crazy. Like I was younger, but I came and witnessed the dance and saw it. Like I would go places and like people would just be doing the mono everywhere. So and then I moved to Georgia. Like I went to school in Georgia for about a year after that. And it took off in Georgia because Chingy came out right there. And here I am in Georgia trying to tell everybody about how magical St. Louis was. And when I finally moved back to St. Louis, the magic was kind of over. So I was just like, man, I wish people knew about this club and this dance and this, because I feel like if it wasn't for this club, we probably would have never seen Nelly. We probably would have never seen Chingy, because the city was so viral at the time that it was pushing out all of the good news about the party culture of St. Louis. So I had to document it because nobody ever talked about the Monastery.
Man, the Monastery, I could get in the Monastery about 12:30 at night, and I come out, I think I've only been there an hour or two, and the sun's up.
Man, that's crazy. You heard me? That's crazy.
That is so crazy. Tell us about Terrence. You say Terrence is involved with this. Tell us a little about Terrence.
So Terrence, it was kind of hard to get up with him. I'm gonna be honest, because when I first started doing this documentary, I didn't know anybody. So I just started interviewing people here and there, and then I thought about it. I'm like, I really got to get the owner of the Monastery. I got to find him, and somehow it was hard trying to find him. But when I finally did, he was real receptive to do it, and I really appreciate him for that. Shout out Terrence, if you watch this, I appreciate you for real.
Well, I got to shout out to you, Edward T Thornton. Thank you so much, man, for doing this documentary. I can't wait to see it. Sunday, July 23rd at 4 p.m. It's part of the Cinema St. Louis
Filmmaker Showcase.
Filmmaker Showcase, definitely from St. Louis. Ed, thank you so much for this interview. I can't wait to see it. I will be there Sunday at 4 o'clock. I hope Terrence is there. I bet you're going to see a lot of other people from the Monastery there, but we'll actually be seeing each other at 4 o'clock in the afternoon and not 4 a.m. at night, like we were so used to.
But before I go, I kind of want to say one thing. Anybody watching this that's kind of on the fence about whether or not they want to go to the Filmmaker Showcase, just think about this, y'all. It's going to be all St. Louis films. The culture of St. Louis is going to be right there at the High Point Theater. You can come in and see all of the upcoming filmmakers from St. Louis, see what they got to offer before they get big. The next Tyler Perry can be here. This is my first film I've ever done, and to even be a part of something like this is amazing to me. So I want all of y'all to support it. It's July 21st through the 30th. Mine is going to be on the 23rd at 4, like we said. Come out to all of them, support it all, because this might be an amazing experience.
Definitely. Edward, thank you so much for joining us on Morning Blend. I really appreciate it.
Thank you. Have a